Well, good afternoon, New Heart Church family. Pastor Matt with you on this Thursday, and still dealing with the topic of generosity. There are two language concepts that are somewhat confusing to people. The first is called an oxymoron. And an oxymoron is the joining together of what appears to be two opposite concepts to create a third concept, even though the other two are completely opposite. Many examples on the internet, things like pretty ugly, even odds, jumbo shrimp, working vacation, government organization, things that don't seem to go together but are put together often. On the other hand, a paradox might seem to be inconsistent with common sense, but it usually offers a truth and an opportunity to anybody who will follow it. Jesus frequently used paradoxes in his teaching. There's a book by Dave Sutherland and Kirk Nowry that has several examples of that. Jesus taught that to find you must lose, to be rich you must be poor, to live you must die, to be first you must be last, to be honored you must be humbled. And then there's this paradox found in Luke chapter 6, verse 38. Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. This scripture is a kind of a paradoxical promise to each of us. Some promises aren't too certain to come true. The White Star Line, for example, claimed that the Titanic was unsinkable. It promised a safe passage and a guaranteed return. As we all know, that promise was not able to be kept, and the guarantee was never honored. Different than the promise of an unsinkable ship, however, is the promise of Jesus to give and it will be given to you. This is bigger than just about money. Think of the assets you have in your life. Yes, your money, but your time, your possessions, your opportunities, your influence, your relationships, all the things that I mentioned on Sunday to you. What Jesus is promising is opposite to what we might think from a common sense perspective. He says, don't spend your life acquiring and hoarding possessions. Don't make power and influence your goal in life. Be willing to share with and give of your time, your relationships, your money, your possessions. And to the degree that we do this, Jesus promises, we will receive far back more in return. I believe that. I believe it because that's what Jesus guarantees in Scripture, and because Joyce and I have witnessed that in our own lives. There's a great story told of a woman who was wearing a large red skirt, shopping in the grocery store, and she walks up to the counter, lays down 2 bags of flour along with the rest of her groceries that were already there. The man behind the counter says, "Is that everything?" He was the owner of the store. He waited on her every Thursday as she came to town to do her shopping, and she said, "Yes, I think that's it." So as the man began to ring up the order, he noticed a little face peering out from behind that red skirt. He caught the young boy's eyes and he said, "Hey, why don't you get yourself a handful of suckers out of the jar?" The little boy retreated back behind the skirt. "Oh, go on," the man said. "Get yourself a handful of suckers." And so the little boy keeps retreating even further back. Finally, the man laughs and he reaches into the jar and grabs a whole handful of the lollipops that are there. And the boy comes out from behind his mother's skirt and he extends his hands upward, and the man fills his hands with all those lollipop suckers. As they get outside into the car, and the woman is loading her groceries into the car, she looks at her son. She says, "Why were you so shy in there? Why didn't you reach your hand in and get the lollipops, get the suckers when he offered them to you?" Her son pulls out one of the cherry suckers out of his mouth. He looks at his mother and he says, "But Mom, his hands are much bigger than mine." I pray to the God every day who is able to do exceedingly abundantly more than we could ask or think. That's from Ephesians 3:20. Give and it will be given to you, a good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. For with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. God bless you today. Looking forward to seeing you Sunday. We'll have services in-house and online on YouTube channel. And, of course, we have Zoom Sunday School class at 9:45. So if you'd like an invitation to that, send us an email at newheartnazarene@gmail.com. You can also find us on the web at newheartnazarene.org. And we'll just look forward to worshiping with you on Sunday any way that is comfortable for you that you can do. God bless you. Have a great day. Looking forward to talking to you soon. Bye.